I'm getting a little sick of all this online activism, this pseudo-intellectual education that's going on via social media, primarily from these ultra-liberal white women. Enough, You want to do something, go rifle a brick through the front window of a Bed Bath & Beyond. That'll ruffle some feathers a little bit. It's far more productive than your Instagram story about how we need to replace the Black Lives Matter hashtag with Black Trans Lives Matter instead. Maybe I'm not woke enough, but I don't think your post about which type of tree nut is the most racist is very productive. Black trans lives matter, of course they do, but that falls under the umbrella of Black Lives Matter. I mean, what are we doing here? Next how specific are we gonna get? Next it's gonna be black non-binary amputee midget lives matter too. Let's get that one trending. It's non-productive and it goes too far. Everyone should be able to get on board with the concept behind Black Lives Mattering. It's really not a controversial opinion at all. But these absurd stances, they're not even coming from African Americans. They're coming from ultra-liberal white women who are addicted to cancel culture and who always need to try and one-up everyone with their wokeness. Enough, take a back seat on this one, okay? You white women, you don't need to commandeer every single movement here, okay? Let the people of color do the teaching. I refuse to be educated about systemic racism by some bitch named Chelsea on social media when her previous post was a 20-minute harangue about her nighttime skincare routine, She's part social justice warrior, part brand ambassador. There she is, talking about dry shampoo and why you ladies need to join her amazing team of influencers, and the next thing you know, she's making a TikTok to the I Had a Dream speech. It's absurd. It's obscene. Look at these heroic online activists. You look at their Instagrams and they've got the black square for Black Lives Matter, which is incredibly brave of them, very productive. And then the very next photo is just a picture of their ass, It's a picture of them bent over in a downward dog position on some avocado float at the pool in Cancun. And they've captioned it with some quote about their zodiac sign. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, but I'm having a little bit of trouble taking you seriously as an educational resource regarding oppression. If I want to be educated about racial injustice, I'll discuss it with an African American. Or I'll read a book by a black author, I'll crack open a James Baldwin novel and educate myself. Thank you very much. It's going to be far more beneficial than what you're doing, which is going on Instagram Live and apologizing for being born white. Grow up. It's non-productive. It is non-productive. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that my two white parents fucked and I didn't come out of the womb looking like an Ethiopian. That's my bad. And for that I am terribly sorry and very ashamed. But this over-the-top cancel culture that these people feed off of is detrimental. It's detrimental to the Black Lives Matter movement. It pushes people away from it. Black people are like, we want to stop getting our windpipes shattered by flying cop knees every time we bounce a check. And then white people are like, all right, say no more. That racist pancake syrup? She is now canceled. She is now canceled. We have just kicked Aunt Jemima down a flight of stairs, so you can sleep easy tonight, everyone. Rest assured. And black people are like, okay, well, that's nice, but what we really want is to not keep getting shot in the chest while we're out jogging. That'd be nice. White people are like, yes, okay? We hear you loud and clear. We hear your cries loud and clear, and you know what we're going to do? That Christopher Columbus statue? Well, we're going to blow the head off of it with a drone strike and then hum the rest of it into the nearest river. Case closed. Case closed. Racism is solved. Black people are like, okay, well, what we really need to... The statue thing is nice, but what we really need to do is end these horrific prison-for-profit systems of oppression. The ones that are... They're designed specifically to lock up young black men at disproportionate rates for petty crimes, which then turn young African Americans into lifelong criminals and leave them hung out to dry in a racist criminal justice system with little opportunity for rehabilitation, no system in place for redemption. And, that's something that we really need to focus on. Then you've got Jenny Slate coming out going, Well, we'll get to that eventually, but for right now, I am proud to announce that I will be stepping down from my job as a voice actor for the black cartoon character on the show Big Mouth. You can thank me later. The problem is solved. And look, I'm not saying that these things shouldn't happen. They probably should. But they're symbolic gestures, right? They're symbolic gestures made by white people who feel guilty and want to broadcast their position as a Black Lives Matter ally every single second of every day, you know? Screaming into Twitter about how Uncle Ben's rice needs to be canceled is a symbolic gesture. It's symbolic outrage. It's not a tangible or productive solution to systemic racism or to the racist ideologies that run rampant in this country.